Not by Alvaro Pereira, hit by James! Oh, what a goal! One of the greats!
Ever wondered if a fallen football star could rise again? James Rodríguez dazzled the world in 2014, making his name unforgettable. Many thought his magic had faded, but he's proving everyone wrong. Could James be returning as a force to be reckoned with on the pitch? James Rodríguez's journey has always been one of incredible highs and challenging lows. From his early career in Colombia to his rise in Europe, the world witnessed a player of extraordinary skill, one who had the potential to dominate the game for years. However, along with the fame and fortune came a series of roadblocks, injuries, inconsistent form, and sometimes the very clubs he represented. Yet today, against all odds, James seems to be writing a new chapter in his story. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about his resurgence, wondering if this is the return of the same unstoppable James who once dazzled us on football's biggest stages. So, what changed? How did James, who seemed to fade away at one point, find his way back to the forefront? His revival is no accident. It's the result of focused hard work, strategic moves, and a relentless determination to prove his critics wrong. Many athletes struggle to return to top form after a slump, but James' journey back is a testament to his resilience and undeniable skill. James' career started in Colombia, where he showcased his potential as a young talent. Moving to Europe, he joined Porto, and from there his star began to rise. His brilliant performances earned him a transfer to AS Monaco, where he caught the eye of top clubs across the continent. But it was during the 2014 World Cup that James truly exploded onto the global stage. Representing Colombia, he scored 6 stunning goals and won the Golden Boot, becoming one of the tournament's biggest stories. That summer, his fame reached new heights, and he secured a dream move to Real Madrid, the club many consider the pinnacle of European football. When James Rodríguez arrived at Real Madrid, the expectations surrounding him couldn't have been higher. He was stepping onto a team brimming with legends, superstars who had already carved out their legacies, and young talents destined for greatness. It wasn't easy territory to navigate, but James didn't just blend in, he stood out. In his debut season, he delivered an impressive 13 goals and 13 assists in La Liga, numbers that instantly showcased his impact in one of the world's toughest leagues. This wasn't just about stats though. James brought a unique flair to Real Madrid's attack. He had an uncanny ability to read the game, to spot passes others couldn't, and deliver pinpoint assists that carved open defenses. And those long-range shots, absolutely spectacular. James became known for his fearless approach, taking shots from impossible angles and distances, often finding the back of the net with jaw-dropping accuracy. His vision and creativity made him a crucial part of Madrid's attacking setup. Fans quickly embraced him, captivated by his style and passion. In just one season, James proved he wasn't just another player in a star-studded squad, he was a vital piece of Real Madrid's offensive puzzle. But as often happens in football, James' time at Madrid wasn't all smooth sailing. Injuries started to plague his game, and managerial changes meant he struggled to keep a regular spot in the starting lineup. When Zinedine Zidane took charge, James found himself on the bench more often than he would have liked. Zidane's tactics and preferences didn't always align with James' style, and as a result he slowly faded into the background, sparking rumours about his future with the club. Eventually, James was loaned to Bayern Munich, where he hoped to revive his career. At Bayern, he showed glimpses of his brilliance, reminding fans of what he could do when given the freedom to play his game. However, consistency remained an issue, and after his loan spell ended, he returned to Madrid, where his situation had not improved. But injuries and a lack of team chemistry limited his impact, and soon he found himself in another slump. For many fans, this was the end of the story. James' trajectory looked like that of so many other talented players whose careers were disrupted by injuries and bad timing. But then a twist in the tale. James chose a different path to rediscover his form. In 2021, he made a surprising move to Al Rayyan in the Qatari Stars League, a league many view as a step down from European football. Some thought this move signalled the end of his competitive career, but what happened next surprised everyone. In Qatar, James Rodríguez finally found something he had been searching for, a fresh start, away from the relentless pressures and constant scrutiny of European football. For the first time in years, he could simply focus on playing, getting regular game time, and rebuilding his confidence. This was a chance to reconnect with the basics, the joy that had first drawn him to the game. Without the weight of critical headlines and high-stakes matches, he could work on the essentials, fitness, sharpness, and regaining that precision that once made him a household name. James dove into training, improving his physical condition and reigniting the spark in his game. His vision, his smooth dribbling, his lethal scoring touch, all those qualities that had wowed the world years ago started to shine through again. His time on the field began to feel free and fluid, just like it had when he was a young player in Colombia, dreaming of greatness. As his confidence grew, so did his performance. Fans and analysts began noticing. The James they saw in Qatar was reminiscent of his prime. He looked sharp, hungry and eager to prove that his story in football wasn't over yet. Then came the biggest question. Was James ready to return to Europe? His resurgence in Qatar demonstrated that he still had the skills, but many wondered if he had the hunger to compete at the highest levels. In 2022, he took a significant step, returning to European football with Olympiacos in Greece. This move allowed him to compete in a more challenging environment, one that would test his physical and mental readiness. At Olympiacos, he has been nothing short of a revelation. With every game, James has shown an evolution in his play style. No longer just a flashy playmaker, but a more mature and determined player. Focused on contributing to the team, James' performance at Olympiacos has reminded everyone what he's capable of. His vision is as sharp as ever, orchestrating plays and creating opportunities for his teammates. His ability to read the game and exploit spaces on the field has been instrumental for Olympiacos, a team that has warmly welcomed his presence. As James continues to perform, the fans are rallying behind him, sensing that they are witnessing a comeback story that few would have predicted. But what's driving James now? What has changed in his approach that's allowed him to make this comeback? Some say it's his maturity and perspective. James is no longer the young talent looking to prove himself. He's an experienced professional who understands the game at a deeper level. He knows the importance of discipline, fitness, and mental resilience. His recent performances reflect a player who has learned from his past challenges and who is now focused on one thing: playing the best football he can. James' journey is a powerful reminder that talent alone isn't enough to guarantee success in football. The sport is filled with players who had incredible talent but lacked the mental strength or adaptability to handle the challenges of a top-tier career. James has faced criticism, injuries and setbacks, but his determination to fight through them has set him apart. He's proven that with hard work and resilience, it's possible to reclaim one's place at the top. The comeback of James Rodríguez is more than just a personal victory. It's a story that resonates with anyone who has faced adversity. His resurgence reminds fans why they fell in love with his game in the first place. James' journey back to the top is not just about proving others wrong, it's about proving to himself that he still has what it takes to compete among the best. As fans watch James play for Olympiacos, there's an undeniable sense of excitement. The energy, the passion and the artistry he brings to the game are reminiscent of the young James who dazzled the world at the 2014 World Cup. Now, with the wisdom of experience and the determination of a player who has tasted both victory and defeat, James Rodríguez is proving that he is far from finished. So, will James continue his rise, reclaim a spot among football's elite, and sustain this momentum to show the world that he's truly back? Let us know in the comments, do you think James has what it takes to stay at the top?